안녕하세요. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel you love. I am not going into my theme song because I have a big announcement, guys. I am doing my very first giveaway. If you are a fan of RM, if he's your bias, or you're just a fan of BTS, hopefully you're gonna want this. It is an RM doll. He's wearing his suit that is from the Idol video. If you're interested in having this doll for yourself, all you gotta do is hit the subscribe button, hit the like button for this video, and leave a comment. Once this video gets 500 likes, there's over 2,000 subscribers, so come on, we can do that. I'm gonna pick someone randomly from the comments who's also a subscriber and get you that doll. So go ahead, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment. Let's get into the theme song.
This is my theme song for my videos, and I hope you like it, hope you like it a lot.
Alright guys, you know what it is. We are getting into the song Persona by RM. Now guys, I am really looking forward to this because last week I just went through 3 straight solo BTS songs. And honestly, it was super cool. All 3 of these songs blew me away. So this week, I'm gonna do 3 straight days of rap line solo songs. So we're going with Persona by RM, Shadow by Suga, and then Ego by J-Hope. Now, quick question, guys. I was gonna react to the song Euphoria by Jungkook because I know it fits into the 3 songs I did last week, but the video is like 8 minutes long, and I'm a little worried that it has a lot of BTS universe spoilers in it. So let me know if I should watch that video or if I should just react to the live version or the album version, something like that, because I do want to hear that solo song from him. So if you guys could give me a little bit of info on that, that would be helpful, because I don't want too many spoilers, but I still want to hear the song. What I'm gonna do is react to the music video, and then immediately after, react to the explained by a Korean video. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright guys, headphones are in, video's ready, let's go. Looking forward to this. If you didn't know, RM is my bias, so I'm really looking forward to this. Okay, so we got some like cool artwork, kind of old school artwork.
Yo. 나는 누구인가 평생 물어본 질문 아마 평생 정답은 찾지 못할 그 질문 나는 놈을 고정 말 몇 개로 답할 수 있었다면 신께서 그 수많은 아름다움을 담아 네 신나겠지 how you feel 지금 기분이 어때 사실 난 너무 좋아 근데 조금 불편해.
Okay, so far guys, this is pretty cool. I like the beat is different. It's obviously it's hip hop, right? It's rap, but it's like real guitar driven. So I like that it's different. So far so good, guys.
나는 내가 개지 돼지인지 뭔지도 아직 잘 모르겠는데 남들이 와서 진주 먹거리를 거네 예전보단 더 죽었어 소원했던 슈퍼히로 이제 진짜 된 것 같아 근데 갈수록 뭐 말들이 많어 누군 달리라고 누군 멈춰서라 해 얘는 숲을 보라고 걔는 들고 들보라 해내 그림자라는 망설이 이라 쓰고 불렀네 갱극이 되고 나서 망설인 적이 없었네 무대 아랬던 나는 조명 아랬던 자꾸 나타나 아지랑이처럼 뜨겁게 자꾸 난 노려보네 야 이 지수에 시작한 거지
Okay guys, I'm sorry. I said I wasn't gonna pause it a lot, but the way he's switching up his flows, guys, obviously he has a lot of technical skill. There's a lot of rappers, especially nowadays, who are popular just because they have swag and just because they're cool or people think they're cool. Their skill is very minimal, but they just ride off of their aura and the beat. This guy is not only cool but extremely skillful, so I love to see that. I love skill being rewarded. Let's keep going. I kept thinking he was gonna go into the hook, but he just keeps rapping, so I'm enjoying this.
가끔은 그냥 싹 다 헛소리 같아 샤면 나오는 거 알지 시기 같아 나 따위가 무슨 뮤직 나 따위가 무슨 춤 나 따위가 무슨 소명 나 따위가 무슨 뮤즈 내가 아는 나의 흠어점 그게 사실 내 전부 세상은 사실 아무 관심 없어 나의 서춤 지칠리지도 않은 후회들과 매일 밤 싱그럽게 뒤굴고 돌릴 길 없는 시간들이 습관처럼 비틀어도 그때마다 날 또 이렇게 세운 것 최초의 질문 내 이름 폭샤 그 가장 앞에 wild but so I'm asking once again yeah who the hell am I? Tell me all your names, baby. Do you wanna die? Or do you wanna go? Do you wanna fly? What's the show? What's the trick? Do you think you're live?
I'm guessing that was the hook there for the first time. And we finally see him like in a different environment than this classroom here. The message is going fast because I'm trying to watch the video and enjoy the video, but then read the captions at the same time. So I'm not catching everything, but that's what the explanation video is for. This is good.
I don't know, man.
Ooh, that was a cool angle.
Yeah, my name is 내가 기억하고 사람들이 아는 날 토로하기 위해 내가 스스로 만들어낸 나의 날 속여왔을지도 뻥쳐왔을지도 부끄럽지 않아 이게 내 영혼의
Interesting. These lyrics interesting.
따뜻히도 차갑게도 될 필요 없으니까 가끔은 위선적이어도 위약적이어도 내가 걸어두고 싶은 내 방향의 척도 내가 되고 싶은 나 사람들이 원하는 나 네가 사랑하는 나 또 내가 빚어내는 나 웃고 있는 나 가끔은 울고 있는 나 지금도 매부 매순 가사라 숨쉬는 persona Who the hell am I? I just wanna go I just wanna fly I just wanna give you all the voices till I die I just wanna give you all the shoulders when you cry Persona Who the hell am I? I just wanna go I just wanna fly I just wanna give you all the voices till I die I just wanna give you all the shoulders when you cry
Guys, that was great. This guy is like an amazing rapper, and the sound that he's coming with is unlike anything I've heard, at least so far, from BTS. I was catching some of the lyrics. He's talking about like putting different parts of himself before the world, and sometimes it's hypocritical, but who am I as a person? Like, is this who I want to be? It almost sounds like it's like this inner turmoil. So let's get into the explanation video. I'm interested in seeing where this goes. All right, guys, explanation video's ready. Headphones are in. There we go.
Who the hell am I? I just wanna go. I just wanna fly. I just wanna give you all the voices till I die.
BTS has dropped the comeback trailer to their latest album, The Map of the Soul, Persona. And it is absolutely amazing. The album title is the same as a well-known book about psychologist Carl Jung's Principles of Individuation.
Like I said, I'm not going to pause this too much, but guys, shout out to you guys. You guys have let me know. So coming into this, I already knew that Carl Jung's philosophies kind of intertwined in this whole album and these songs. I actually never heard of him till you guys mentioned him. Thanks again, guys. Just shout out to you. You guys always give me great info.
And BTS does no hiding that this is related, as there are many references to Carl Jung's theories.
Let me know, is Carl Jung like famous in Korea or someone that just BTS likes?
We need to dig a little bit deeper into Carl Jung's theories, which is what we'll do right in this video. Carl Jung divided the psyche, or the human mind, into the consciousness and the unconsciousness. He believed that by tapping onto and confronting the parts of the unconsciousness, one could obtain self-knowledge and lead to self-betterment. Today, I'll introduce three elements of this principle: the persona, the ego, and the shadow. The persona is one of the elements in the conscious parts of
Oh, interesting. So that's what these three songs are going to be about. Persona, ego, shadow. Wow. Okay, cool.
the psyche, the very outer layer. It is a mask slash character that one puts on.
That's exactly
when
what he was talking about in the song.
It's a compromise between the individual's personality and what society thinks one should look and behave like.
Good job.
Fundamentally, the persona
You did a
is
good
nothing
job
real.
capturing that.
It is like a borrowed personality that one puts on only in certain situations and then takes them off when they are out of that situation. However, most people suffer from the inflation of this persona, and they over-identify themselves with this mask, resulting in this mask taking control of your entire psyche.
Yeah, how many times have you guys heard stories like that? Like someone living a lie, and then the lies snowball, it gets too big, then they have to tell lies to cover up other lies, and eventually they're living this lie that isn't even them. Really interesting concept. Let's keep going.
Thus, Jung claimed that one must realize that the persona is not the totality of their being, but just a small component of a much larger personality. And this is achieved by diving into the unconsciousness and dissecting it. Now, another element, the ego, is the center of consciousness. It is what the consciousness believes and views itself to be. Essentially, the character that one thinks he or she should be. However, this is not the true self, as the true self encompasses both the unconsciousness and the conscious parts of the psyche. However, like the persona, many end up identifying themselves with the ego itself. The shadow is the sum of traits that are pushed back deep away from the awareness into the unconsciousness, mostly due to negative feedback or punishment from others when an individual did show these traits. These are the hidden unconscious aspects that the ego has repressed or never really recognized. These are mostly characteristics that one is probably not proud of and do not wish to acknowledge. The persona restricts the realization of the shadow to the outer world. For example, my shadow is right now telling me that I really want to pee in front of the camera right now.
Bad idea.
But the persona that I have on right now as DKDKTV's Danny restricts me from peeing in front of the camera because
I'm very
the
glad
society,
that he didn't
the
do that.
viewers, don't want to see that or don't expect
we
me to see
don't.
that. So my persona is currently restricting my shadow's urge to pee in front of the camera.
That's a good thing. Thank you. Uh-oh.
That
That pause.
From the very first line, Namjoon throws the question, who am I?
Yeah, he goes for it right
This
away.
is the general theme of this song and possibly this entire album and also the series.
Okay.
He is confused with who he really is. What is his true self? This will likely be the theme of this era of BTS, a journey through their consciousness and unconsciousness to reach the true self.
Interesting. Okay, so he probably put this video out before Map of the Soul came out. He's kind of predicting it also, but it seems like he was pretty accurate. Did any of these philosophies or this album help you know yourself better? Is this explanation like talking about things that maybe before these videos or songs came out you really hadn't thought about or didn't think about, and then it made you think deeper about who you are? That'd just be interesting to know. Let me know in the comments.
사실 난 너무 좋아 근데 조금 불편해 나는 내가 개지 돼지인지 뭔지도 아직 잘 모르겠는데 남들이 와서 진주 먹거리를 거네.
Here RM uses an idiom, 돼지의 진주 먹거리. This is an idiom meaning people who do not know the value cannot appreciate the treasures that are given to them.
Yeah.
For pigs, a pearl necklace is basically useless. Now here in the
That's interesting because there's a Bible verse that says like don't throw your pearls before swine. So it's kind of like a similar concept of sometimes people don't value the same thing, or there's certain things that are precious that certain people are not going to recognize. Just an interesting concept, right?
this verse, Namjoon is confused. He feels happy with his success, yet he feels like he doesn't deserve all the success. Namjoon doesn't know who he is, but others have rewarded him for his behavior. If you really think about what kind of behavior he was rewarded for, he is being rewarded for his stage persona as RM. Him not knowing his true self and being rewarded for a certain persona
make you wanna
makes
be
him
that
identify
persona more and
himself
more.
as RM more and more as
See,
we
guys,
will see
I could have done
on
this
the verses.
explanation video. I figured it out. Not really.
Namjoon says hesitation is his shadow. Again, as explained above, shadow is, in the Jungian theory, the traits that are pushed deep away from awareness into the unconsciousness due to negative feedback and punishment from others when they did show those traits. When Namjoon says, ever since I became that, the that here is referring to RM, his stage persona. Notice how he says when he became RM, not when he is RM. RM is originally a persona, a stage persona that he puts on whenever he is with BTS and can take off whenever he isn't. However, Namjoon himself has become RM. RM has become his ego, who he identifies himself with. As RM, he is a leader and cannot be showing his hesitant side. Namjoon identifying himself as RM has repressed his hesitant side even more. You can see the little Namjoon being thrown out.
Oh, that's
onto the
what that
ground
was?
in this scene.
Oh,
this likely
that's
represents the shadow of Namjoon being thrown out, essentially ignoring
probably not a good thing.
as he amplifies his RM persona as his defining character, represented by the multiple mirrored images of RM in this scene.
Cool.
However, in the lyrics, he talks about something staring at him below the stage or below the lights. If you think about it, what forms beneath him below the lights on the stage? Shadows. Despite Namjoon never really showing his hesitant traits as RM, it was always lurking in his unconsciousness, and he was seeing it all along while on the stage. He was anxious because he was ignoring a big part of what made Namjoon Namjoon.
Interesting. The vulnerability, guys, is awesome because it's helped so many people, and he could easily just put out a song about nothing and people would watch it just because it's him, but he's deciding and they're deciding as a group to dig into like meaningful topics, and that's awesome. That's why I love them, and I'm sure that's one of the reasons why you do too.
나의 흠어점 그게 사실 내 전부 세상은 사실 아무 관심 없어 나의 서투
Deep down, Namjoon doesn't think he is worthy enough. Despite RM taking over his ego and projecting himself to be the leader, deep down he sees many flaws in himself. Yet he has been consumed by his persona as RM and believes that people will only appreciate him when he is RM. He says no one wants to see his clumsiness. So this thought reinforces his over-identification with the RM persona.
지실리지도 않은 후회들과 매일 밤 싱그럽게 굴고 돌릴 없는 시간들이 습관처럼 비틀어도 그때마다 날 또 이렇게 세운 것 최초의 질문 내일은 성취야 그 가장 앞에 와일 버스
Due to his over-identification with his RM persona, it really troubles him. He feels regrets and he has troubling thoughts during the night. However, the but in front of Kim Namjoon keeps him going, keeps him working. Kim Namjoon is the true self of Namjoon. This Kim Namjoon encompasses the faults and the shortcomings of Namjoon. However, as mentioned above, his persona as RM has taken over him, and he feels he is RM.
Yeah.
He feels he has to be the RM character or people will not appreciate
People won't love him.
Like he said about
Yeah.
how no one is interested in seeing his clumsiness, he feels no one wants to see the true Namjoon. So whenever he wants to get out of the RM persona because he's stressed, because he's having troubling thoughts, he remembers, but I'm Kim Namjoon. If I'm not RM, then I'll be Kim Namjoon, the true me, and no one wants to see the true me, or so he thinks.
Or so he thinks. Guys, that seems to be an issue with a lot of people, especially a lot of young people struggle with this, right? In a social media culture where we're always putting our best self forward, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on Instagram or TikTok, you're always trying to put the best foot forward of yourself for the world to see. And eventually, like, you build this persona that you have to keep up because it's almost like a defense mechanism, like a wall, because people think you're this, people think you're that, people, think you're cool or whatever. And if they get past that to the real you, maybe they won't like you. But then on the other side, like, that's what we need. We need people to know us for who we are and still love us, still value us. Because as human beings, like, we need that validation from each other. So this really weird battle between who you want the world to think you are, but you still want people to break down that wall and get to know the real you and love you for who you are, but you're scared because if they do break through the wall, they might not love you. So it's important to let people know who you are. And then if they don't love you, yeah, that hurts, that sucks. But like, you're never going to find true lasting relationships and true lasting friendships and love if they're not based on who you are, because people love you for who you really aren't. But that's not really love, is it? So let's keep going, guys. Sorry for my rants. I want you guys to know what I'm thinking when I'm watching this.
So that keeps him awake, that keeps him going as the RM persona.
RM persona.
야만 내미 내가 기억하고 사람들이 아는 날 토로하기 위해 내가 스스로 만들어낸 나의 날 속여왔을지도 뻥쳐왔을지도 부끄럽지 않아 이게 내 영혼의 지도.
Again, Namjoon is over-identifying himself with his persona. He remembers himself as RM at this point, and this is the only method he feels he can vent out. Now, a persona is a fake identity, and Namjoon says he has lied and hidden behind the persona, but he isn't embarrassed about that. He thinks the persona is the map of the soul, again, which is a red flag for overly identifying himself with
And he doesn't
persona.
really believe it.
Also in
It's
the video,
just
you
the
can
message
see
for
a
the
huge,
song,
giant
obviously.
3D version of RM. It looks very fake,
Yeah.
highlighting how a persona is a fake personality. It has also become bigger than Namjoon himself, showing how it has overtaken.
The symbolism, guys, so good. Everything in their video like speaks to the overall message they're giving, which is awesome. Like, they do such a good job.
To sum it up, this is a song of Namjoon overly identifying himself as RM, the persona, and denying his true self with all its flaws and traits. This seems like a fitting theme for the intro to The Map of the Soul, as likely they will soon come to realize that they must acknowledge and face the shadows, their deep inner flaws, in order to realize their true self and break free from the persona and the ego. I will predict just one thing. This album will not be as upbeat as this comeback trailer makes it seem to be.
Yeah.
It may be one of the darkest albums of BTS yet.
Is that
since
true?
These
Was it?
themes will take you deeper into the mind and its not so beautiful parts than any BTS album has ever been.
Persona, who the hell am I? I just wanna go, I just wanna fly, I just wanna get.
I'm gonna go back real quick, listen to this one more time, be back with my final thoughts. So hang on. All right, guys, I am back with my final thoughts.
Final thoughts.
This song served its purpose perfectly. The message he lays the groundwork and the framework for the rest of the album. So the message isn't supposed to be taken on just by itself. In the context of the entire album, this song makes a lot of sense. I really like the song. The sound was good. It's not a song because of the message that I think I'd listen to a lot. I feel like when I listen to this song, I'll want to listen to other songs in the album that kind of bring the message to completion. His rap is amazing. He switched up his flow a lot. The beat is good. The beat is catchy. It's just a really, really good song, guys. I'm gonna give this a 1 thumbs up. Like I said, in the context of this album, it seems like the perfect starting point. So maybe when I hear everything else, I'll think this is 2 thumbs up song. But for now, by itself, 1 thumbs up. Really definitely enjoyed it. If you're the kind of person that just skips to the end of a video and doesn't really watch the beginning, don't forget, we have a giveaway today. We're giving away this RM doll with his idol suit on. So hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment, and you're automatically entered to win this. No, I'm not sponsored by anyone. I just decided to give that away. Watch out for my shadow and ego reactions coming in the next 2 days, and I'll see you guys next time.